rolling through Southern California. It's been a very productive week. But to raise the vibration and help people de-stress from a stressful life happening. Well, interesting things. We're going to be living in interesting times here in the near future. So we got to gear up and be ready for it. We got to remember to keep loving each other, because the powers that were are going to try to prevent us from loving each other, pit us against each other, which is what happens often. So we have to be careful not to let that happen. No matter how difficult things get, maintain an attitude of cooperation and love with each other, with your fellow man. What is going on with this traffic, though? Weather is changing. It's very beautiful here right now at the moment in Southern California, but we've been having some rain, having a lot of rain actually. And I think they say it's going to be raining some more over this coming weekend, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Going to be giving classes in health technology, biomedical equipment maintenance, and medical equipment field service. Feel free to contact me. You can inbox me, or you can comment below, right? Chopping up game, yes. Let me know what plans you have for the weekend in the comments. Oh, it's a traffic jam. It's nice to take a break. I've been working steadily, I think since October, something like that, because I worked through the holiday season. And so it's nice. It's nice to take a break, even if it's only for a week. Get everything together, relax, spend some quality time with my son, you know? What I wanted to talk to everybody about today, though, is, and that means in the professional arena as well as the personal arena, okay? Professionally is where I'm really focusing right now on this conversation. But personally, also, don't let people gaslight you and make you think that you are worth less than you actually are. But professionally is what I'm talking about. Don't give discounts. Don't do freebies. Don't do hookups, because you're only devaluing your own work. Don't compromise on prices. And on the subject of pricing and compromising, we have to address culture. We have to address an issue of culture right now. The immigration situation in the United States has gotten to the point where there's a certain amount of hubris, not only among illegal immigrants, but also among those who are here legally on M1 visas or otherwise. And part of having cultural sensitivity is understanding that people have different ways of doing business. When I was in Spain from 1984 until 1988. When I was in Spain, I used to go to the rostro over the weekends. And the rostro is very, very, very much like what we call the flea market, adjacent to the French market in the French quarters of New Orleans. So we would go to the flea market and we would see people selling things. Some people were selling antiques. Some people were selling, handmade crafts. The flea market is still there in the French Quarter. With the difference being that the rostro in Spain, I mean, you can get like nice Moroccan rugs, and there's really cool stuff that you can get because Spain is right across the straits from Morocco. But you have to understand the culture. If you walk up while you're a tourist, you know, in a rostro, for example, and you pick out something that you like, and the street vendor tells you a price, don't just whip out your wallet and give them that. And it's a cultural thing. I'm not saying it to save you a couple of bucks, because if you're an American tourist, there's a strong likelihood that you have enough money to buy the various trinkets and things that you want to buy at the rostro and enjoy your vacation. But they look at us because bartering is part of their culture, especially, you know, Moroccans, right? But also in Spain and other parts of the world. So it's expected that you're not going to accept the first price. It's expected. So you should argue, you should barter. It's called bartering. You should barter, you should bargain with the man, you should haggle, or woman, you should haggle with the person and come to a price that you can agree on. And sometimes the person is selling you something that they know is a good deal, and they don't want to be flexible on price. And you have to accept that. But you have to still try. Because if you don't at least try, you're being rude. You're being a classist. You're being the ugly American. You're showing off your wealth. Or ugly Canadian or European or whoever or wherever you came from. And you don't want to represent yourself that way in the world, okay? That's not a good way to represent yourself. So you will have to adjust to culture. Now, on the flip side, we are not overseas. We are here at home in the United States, where the price is clearly written on the tag. And the price is not negotiable. The price is the price. Once the price has been communicated, that's the price. And it shall not be negotiated again, especially after the work has been done. That is completely absurd. After the work has been done. So, while trying to remain culturally sensitive and maintaining everyone, the price is the price. And this is the way we do things here in the United States. And the price is not up for negotiation, especially after the work has been done. And that shall not change with the passing of time, nor with the changing of the demographic. No, it shall not. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Well, I think I'm safe. It's not quite 10 just yet. All right, so that's all I wanted to say, right? And just like at the flea market, the vendors are insulted that I do not argue price. Here in the United States, I am insulted that you attempt to argue price. And that's the word for the day. That's the That's the public service announcement for this afternoon. Stay kind, stay blessed, stay sexy.